Hi, I'm Vincent Moiso, founder of Surthriveal Gear. In my first video, I got to share my very humbling experience of coming face to face with my own guilt over my father's death and how that experience transformed me into living my life to the fullest, both personally and professionally. The inspiration for Surthriveal Gear is a culmination of that experience combined with my education, hundreds of hours of self-development, years of experience as a successful entrepreneur, taking all the nuggets from my top 10 must-read books and aggregating all of that content to make it easier for the small business owner to find a direct path to growing themselves, their people, and their business. I know that if you can change yourself, you can change your environment and maybe even change the world. Since exiting my previous business in 2013, I've been coaching and consulting for many companies. Several years ago, I even took an equity position with one of my clients and became the president of that business. My partner and I have done some really amazing things, from multiple acquisitions to completely turning around a 28-year-old business and setting it up for a potential 8-figure sale. That's no small feat. And it got me thinking that so many small business owners, they're neglected or just don't have the resources to access many of the tools that have contributed to my own success. Oftentimes, they don't even know these tools exist. So I decided to aggregate my knowledge, my experience, content, and tools to share in a simple and very cost-effective way. That was the birth of Surthriveal Gear. And the name is so appropriate too. So many entrepreneurs always seem to be in survival mode, only working to hopefully thrive someday. Now, there are 3 distinct problems that my Surthriveal Gear ebooks and e-courses solve for. The first is understanding the difference between working on your business versus working in your business. The second, being productive versus just being active. And the third, providing certain methods or tools needed to scale and grow. So I'd really like to share some more of my personal experience with you to provide some insight on how I personally overcame these obstacles. In my previous business, I spent so much time in the business. I was responsible for everything and received credit for nothing. I found myself constantly searching for an identity and lacking in real leadership. In fact, the business had an identity crisis. I was productive and active all at the same time, never really understanding the difference between the two. I was stuck in a lifestyle business, but it wasn't the lifestyle that I wanted. So I first changed myself. I discovered that I needed to work on me in order to change my environment. And once my eyes were open to what was preventing me from playing big, moving on became really easy. From there, I drafted a very clear plan. I wrote it down, beginning with the end in mind. I reverse engineered all of the action items that needed to happen in order to make that plan a reality. When you have a clear plan, it's truly amazing how easy it is to execute. And while I'm humbled by the accomplishment, when I look back at what I wrote down, I realized that I accomplished that plan. It becomes clear that it did not happen by chance. Rinse and repeat. It's much easier to grow when you know how to do it. And you can't do it alone. The mentors I had along the way can be credited with showing me the path. If there's just one thing anyone can do to get to the next level, it's hire a coach, or at least find a mentor, or get an accountability partner, or really all of the above. I currently have 2 coaches, and when I think about how much that costs, I smile because I wonder how much it would cost me if I didn't. And really, please don't take my word for it. Here's a few things that some of my clients have to say. Josiah Lilly, CEO of Epic Ceramic and Stone. I was in need of structure and organization in my business, and then Vince came along to save the day. He helped me focus my team, create a clear organizational chart, and start forecasting for future growth. Without his help, my team would most likely be in the same place, and we would not be having our best years ever in business. Brian Weltman, CEO of Retail Habitats. 2018 was a make or break year for our company. After 7+ years, we had taken the business as far as we could and had become stagnant. Vince took us from being on the verge of going out of business to our most profitable year ever. You know, growing up in a blue-collar family, I didn't have mentorship or coaching in the way that I understand it today. I love my parents and my siblings deeply, but they didn't know what they didn't know. I had to carve my own path, and it's a lonely way to go. I knew early on that I was a lifelong learner and a lifelong competitor. I have a thirst for knowledge and a passion for paying it forward. Surthriveal gear is founded on the principle of paying it forward. These tools exist to develop people first, create processes that promote productivity, all of which lead to better profits. My hope is that a small portion of those profits will hopefully go back to the things that we are most passionate about impacting in the world. I hope that if you take anything away from either reading my ebook or engaging in my e-courses, is that success comes with an obligation to give back. Survive to thrive, live to give. Learn more by visiting surthrive.us. Just click on the link below and download my ebook. The first part is free and will get you on the path to thriving.